Hello and welcome. In today's video we will be fixing our scaling, and if you've noticed, when we run and lose our body parts, our snake doesn't get smaller as it was in the beginning. So let's go ahead and jump into our code and fix that. Okay, so open up snake movement, and inside the update loop we are going to call a new method. Inside the update loop, where is it? We're going to make a method called scaling head down. Let's go ahead and implement that, void scaling. So we're gonna first of all need a few variables. The first one is going to be public list of bools, scaling track, I will explain this in a moment, private integer, how big are we, question mark, I don't know why I named it this way, I'll explain it, float, follow, time sensitivity, and public float scale sensitivity. Okay, so this is going to keep track on where are we in terms of the grow on this orb. So the list of booleans will tell us how far did we come and how big should we be, so we will scale that accordingly. And how big are we is a private integer that will tell us on which it will return the integer from this scale, which will tell us how big we should be. Follow time sensitivity will be for the bodies. We will change the previous one, scale sensitivity. Everything will be calculated in real time based on how far we have achieved. Okay, so let's go ahead and first type scaling track equals new list. We will realize this, how do I say it, I can't find a word. Well, we will create a new one, which will be new list bool variable. That was the word I was looking for. New bool grow on this orb dot length. This will give us the length of this orb on which one we should grow. So we know it will have the exact same number length as the grow on this orb, so we will know on which one. I will show you in a moment. And then we want to calculate how big are we, question mark equals 0. We will run this through for loop so we can get the exact number and reset it every time. So down below we go for int I. Oh, I realized maybe my text is too small, so I will increase it so you can guys see better. Integer I equals 0. This is just a basic for loop. E less than grow on this orb I plus plus. Actually grow on this orb dot length, so we have the length of that array. If orb counter, which we count orbs, is greater or equal, then grow on, why doesn't grow on this orb from I, open the brackets. If it's greater than orb, we want to scaling track from E equals exclamation mark scaling track of E. So basically what this line of code does, it will return the boolean inverted from the current one. So it will tell us how far we've come, and I will show that when we run the game in a moment. So basically if this is false, this will return true, and if this is true, it will return false, and vice versa. Okay, and the next thing we want to do, actually, that's it. I will show you how it works. If it works halfway, let's go ahead and open our snakehead script. I will open this so you can see. So if we hit run, you can see our we collected 2 body parts, and it gave us a scaling track of 2. So we pass this point, the 2 orbs, then we pass the 4 orbs, and the both one are checked. So we are on the counter of 2, which is the how big are we? We are big 2 something, and if we run, it will lose. You can see that it loses the 4th one since we are on the 2nd orb. And let's go ahead and finish this up. This will help us calculate the current size and everything. Okay, so let's say current size equals new vector 3. Open the parentheses, hit new so we can make it nice and neat. Say plus 1 plus, open the parentheses, how big are we, question mark, times scale sensitivity, comma 1 plus how big are we, times scale sensitivity, comma 1 plus, actually I'll just go ahead and copy and paste this. I did it manually like this because if I said current size equals vector 1 times how big are we, blah blah blah, you can't use the float and plus the vector. Vectors and floats multiplies, and I didn't want to do that, so this is the method we're going to be using here to increase each and every one for 1 times scale sensitivity. Did I spell something wrong? Yes I did. Okay, this is the current size. Next we want is body part follow time walking. This is when we are walking. We want to say how big are we, question mark, divided by 100, since the floats go from 0 to 1 on the sensitivity scale, plus follow time sensitivity. The exact same thing we want, I'll just copy and paste this, we want to do for the body part follow running. Actually we're just gonna go ahead and say body part follow time walking divided by 2, because when we are running we're using the double speed, and for running we want body parts to follow twice as fast. Okay, so for this to work we have to change some stuff in our methods from before. First we're gonna go up to the running, let me check that one. Running, I think this is okay. We are gonna go ahead and you can guys delete this else loop, we don't need this since we're changed it. Okay, the orb counter, you want to change this to false since we want our snake to grow each and every time. This will work, just change it to false. And down here in the applying stuff for body, we want to apply the current size, which we did, but we need to apply the current head size, which is transform the local scale equals current size. So if we go back to Unity, wait for it to compile, if we hit play and I didn't set up the variables, you can see here. We're gonna, oh, excuse me for this, it's a phone. Okay, so let me set up these variables, let me see what I did in my project. Okay, so the best ones for this is 0.2 and 0.1, so let's go ahead and run this. So if we pick up the first one, we should grow on this one. We're not growing, why? Let me check that real quick. Where are we? Just a moment, I'll pause the video here. Okay, sorry, I figured out I was wrong. I forgot to add the how big are we plus plus at the If we are boolean, then change the plus plus. You see how much equals. So I'll show you right now. And if we go ahead and change our to 3, ground this orb, we will see 3, 6, 9, just to make sure how it works. Okay, so if this is our first orb, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, we grew. You can see the scaling track says two of them, and how big are we? We are big 2, so we're on the second one. We got 6 orbs, we picked up 8 orbs, and if I pick one up more, we will grow. So this is it, and if I hit left mouse click, I will run, and I will scale down and move faster until I have only 2 body parts. And this is it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and see you till next time.